Hello students, myself Jitendra Garg, and today we will discuss about node voltage and mesh analysis. That is a part of chapter 1 DC circuit of subject of basic electrical engineering, which is currently running in first year. Node voltage method is based on Kirchhoff's current law. We know that Kirchhoff's current law, it states that the algebraic sum of incoming and outgoing current at any point is equal to 0. It is called KCL. Node voltage method is used to find the voltage or current in any given electrical circuit. In this KCL, that is the O point, and at this point, uh, maximum number of the branches are incoming and outgoing or that point. According to this diagram at point O, I1 minus I1, that is the incoming outgoing current, I2 is incoming and I3 is incoming current, I4, I5 and I6 equal to 0. Then I2 plus I3 is incoming summation of incoming current, and I1 plus I4 plus I5 plus I6, that is the summation of outgoing current. So according to this law, sum of the total current is equal to 0, that is denoted by summation of I equal to 0. Now the Kirchhoff's voltage law, it states that the algebraic sum of all voltage of all branches around any closed path is equal to 0. Mesh current method it depend on Kirchhoff's voltage law. We know that the current is flow from positive to negative. If current is flow from positive to negative, then the voltage sign is negative. If we go from negative to positive, then the voltage sign is the positive. That is the KVL law in this circuit. Resistance R1, battery E2, resistance R2, battery E3 and E1 are connected in this circuit. When we flow the current, the voltage drop equal to R1 equal to minus IR1, and we go from positive to negative, that is the minus E2. The voltage drop across the resistance is equal to minus IR2, and the current is go from minus to positive, that is the cell of E3. Then is the sign is change plus E3, and the current is go from negative to positive, then the sign is plus E1 equal to 0. Then E1 minus E2 plus E3 equal to IR1 plus R2. That is the I1 IR1 plus R2 is the summation of voltage drop and is the total voltage. Then the total voltage equal to summation of voltage drop according to the Kirchhoff voltage law. Node voltage method is now the node voltage analysis. The node voltage method is based on defining the voltage at each node as an independent variable. A reference node is selected and all other node voltage are referenced to this node. The node voltage method defines each branch current in terms of one or more node voltages. This is done by using Ohm's law and KCL. Since branch current are defined in terms of node voltage, current do not explicitly enter into the equation. And what is the node? Node it is a point where three or more branches are interconnected at a point. It is called node. For finding the current, before finding the current or voltage in any given electrical circuit by using this method, at first we find how many node in given this electrical circuit. Node voltage procedure: first select and label at a reference node. Reference node, that is the ground node. The potential of the ground node is equal to 0. All other nodes are reference to this node. Labeled all n1 are remaining node. Third is applying KCL to each node and writing the equation in terms of node voltage. Now fourth, solve the equation for voltage and calculate the current using voltage, current and resistance relationship. Now they determine the current in 5 ohm resistance by node voltage method. That is the example of node voltage analysis. In this given electrical circuit, find the current in 5 ohm branch. That is the 5 ohm branch is connected between to the ground node. Before find the current in this branch, we have to find how many junction in this given electrical circuit. That is the T point. Junction is the T point where three or more branches are connected at a point. It is called junction. In this given electrical circuit, only one junction is given, and one is the ground node. At this junction, we have assumed that that is a high potential. When that is a high potential, then the other end has the low potential, because we have know that current is flow from positive to negative. So the direction of the current in the branches is that from 2 ohm positive to negative, and 3 ohm positive to negative, and 5 ohm from upper to lower. So we apply the KCL at all three branches, and the sum of the all branch or all current is equal to 0. Now the I equal to V minus 0 upon 5, I equal to V minus 0 upon 5, 0 is the potential of the ground. Now the V upon 5. And this branch current is go from positive to negative, then the voltage is then the current for this branch is that I equal to, that is the potential of V, the V minus 10 upon 3. And in this branch current is go from positive to negative, and then the current is equal to V minus 4 upon 2. Now the from equation 1, 2 and 3, all current at the point V is equal to 0. Now the V upon 5 plus V minus 10 upon 3 plus V minus 4 upon 2. Now the from the LCM is that 30, then we calculate this equation, 6V plus 10V minus 100 plus 15V minus 60 upon 30 equal to 0. Then the 31V minus 160 upon 30 equal to 0, 31V minus 160 equal to 0. Then the 31V equal to 60 and V equal to 160 upon 31. That is the voltage at the junction V. Now to calculate the current in 9 ohm resistance by node voltage method, that is a second example of this method. In this method, we find out the current in 9 ohm branch. Now, in this given electrical circuit, there are two junction, that is a T point where three or more branches are interconnected, and both these junction, we assume that the voltage V1 at the node 1 and V2 at the junction 2, and we assume that that is a high potential at V1 and high potential at V2. Then high potential at V1, other end is a negative end, and V2 has a high potential, then the other end is also negative end. Now we apply the KCL at node V1, then the V1 minus 32 upon 4, that is the ground node, and the potential of the ground node is equal to 0, plus V1 upon 12 plus V1 minus V2 upon 6 equal to 0. Now I apply the KCL at V2, is that V2 minus V1 upon 6 plus V1 upon 9, and that is the current source, and we have to direction in this branch is that lower to down, upper to down, and the direction of current source and our direction is different, so the current is minus 4, and the total current at this point is equal to 0. That is the equation number 2. Now from the equation number 1 and 2, we have to calculate that according to LCM, 3V1 minus 96 plus V1 plus 2V1 minus 2V2 upon 12 equal to 0. Now we calculate is this equation, 6V1 minus 2V2 equal to 96. Now 3V1 minus V2 equal to 48. 3V2 minus 3V1 plus 2V2 upon 18 equal to 0, and 5V2 minus 3V1 equal to 72. For 5V2 minus 3V1 equal to 72, and minus V2 plus 3V1 equal to 48. Now the for V2 equal to 120 and V2 equal to 30, and the voltage at the junction V2 is equal to 30 volt, and 3V1 plus 48 plus 30, and 3V1 equal to 78, and V1 equal to 78 upon 3, and the voltage at the V1 equal to 26, and we have to find the current at 9 ohm, and 9 ohm branch is connected to junction V2, and the current at 9 ohm equal to I equal to V2 upon 9, and V2 equal to 30, and 30 upon 9 equal to 10 upon 3. So the current at the 9 ohm branch is that 3.3 ampere. Now next method is the mesh current analysis. The mesh current method is based on the Kirchhoff's voltage law, and we write the independent mesh current equation with mesh current as an independent variable. Each mesh is identified and a direction for the mesh current is selected. Example, clockwise. We assume the direction of current in given mesh according to clockwise or anti-clockwise. KVL is applied to each mesh containing an unknown mesh current. Using Ohm's law, the voltage across each resistor is written in terms of one or more mesh current and a resistance. Now, since element voltage are defined in terms of mesh current, voltage do not explicitly enter into the equation as variables. The equation are solved to find the mesh current, and individual branch current are then calculated using the mesh current. Mesh current procedure: identify and label a mesh current for each mesh, define each mesh current consistently. Typically, mesh current are defined in clockwise direction. And second point is that apply KVL to each mesh containing an unknown current. Using Ohm's law, express the voltage in terms of one or more mesh current. And third procedure of mesh current is that they solve the linear equation for mesh current and find the current and desired branch. This is the example of the mesh current method. Write the KVL equation for electrical circuit. This is the electrical circuit, and there are two mesh in given electrical circuit. Mesh is it is a smallest closed path which do not have any other inner loop. It is called mesh, and these two mesh do not have any other inner loop. And we assume the direction in both mesh is clockwise direction. Now the we apply the KVL in mesh 1 is that V1 minus IR1 minus R3 I1 minus I2 equal to 0. And equation, okay, we apply the KVL, and in equation in mesh 2 is that minus R3 I2 minus I1 minus I2 R2 and minus V2 equal to 0. Now second example is to determine the current in the battery by mesh current method. Battery is that the 10 volt. Now the find the current in 10 volt battery. There are two mesh and we apply the KVL in both mesh. Now the in mesh 1 minus 4 I1 plus 10 minus 5 I1 minus I2 equal to 0. That, two resistors are connected in series and the current is flow in that I1 minus I2 for mesh 1 and for mesh 2 I2 minus I1. That is the equation number 1. And minus in second mesh minus 4 I1 plus 10 minus 5 I1 plus 5 I2 equal to 0, and minus 5 I2 plus 5 I1 minus 14 I2 equal to 0. Now calculate both these equations and we find the current I2 equal to minus 0.342 ampere, and we apply uh, substitute the I2 equal to minus 0.342 ampere in the equation number 1, and from the equation number 1 we have to find the current I1, and I1 is that and I1 is that given in this ampere. 9 I1 equal to minus 11.71 and I1 equal to minus 11.71 upon 9, so the I1 equal to 1.3 ampere. That is the current in the battery 10 volt I1 equal to 1.3 ampere. Thank you.